I'm Adrienne Mattia. I have been with Elevate Real Estate Group for about a year and a half now. My total licensed been about 2 years. Started off being licensed in Florida until I moved here because of the military, and here we are. The best piece of advice I've received in general, personal and professionally, is to not care the judgments of other people, never to compare yourself to anybody. You have no idea what's going on behind the scenes in anybody else's life. So definitely could be the biggest downfall of your career, or like I said, in your personal life, is just comparing yourself to other people. You have different situations, different goals, different results, different factors. So just to, always focus on yourself and block out the rest. I chose real estate because I did the whole 9-to-5 full-time thing, and I have 2 young children, and right now they are my very first priority, and I wanted to do something that I could put them first but also have my own profession on the side. And real estate is great because you're really your own boss. You can create your own create your own hours, and I bring my kids to showings if I need to, or different things. So it's super flexible, which I think is the biggest thing that I was looking for, is flexibility. And real estate, it's literally all up to you. You can be as busy as you want. And yeah, it's all up to you. So a typical day for me would be probably first thing in the morning. I usually like to try to wake up before my kids wake up, make a nice hot cup of coffee, enjoy it by myself. I like to sit on my front porch, listen to the birds chirping, and then that's usually when I start to hear the little pitter patters. They wake up, and we get our morning routine done, and then after that, usually check my email while kids are eating breakfast and getting ready. And after that, we usually like to spend our time outside. I like to tend to my garden, usually go out to the park or the beach with my kids, and go from there. My go-to Starbucks order for sure, any time of the year, whether it's hot or cold, is a chai latte. Either iced or hot. I love a nice chai latte. It's even a dirty chai if you get a shot of espresso in there. Before real estate, I did a couple things. I served at a breakfast restaurant, and I also have my cosmetology license, and I was a full body waxer for a waxing studio. So a hobby of mine, I like to do a couple different things. I love to read. I'm the biggest bookworm. I also love to garden, whether it's flowers or herbs. Right now, I'm loving the herb life, so I like to plant a lot of herbs. Also, just spending time outside, whether it's tending to my garden or taking a nice walk, going to the beach, going to the park. Anything that involves sunshine, I'm down for. Favorite season, I would probably say early spring, where it's just starting to warm up. Not too hot, not too cold. Perfect temperature where you can get outside and really enjoy it, not be sweating to death, or super cold where you need a heavy jacket. And all the flowers are starting to come back into bloom, and all the plants, and that's probably my favorite. Favorite band. So I actually love musics of all decades. My most favorites and go-tos probably, honestly, is anything before the 2000s. I have a big record collection. I love vinyls. I love older bands. Styx, REO Speedwagon, Journey, Bee Gees are all my favorites. I was raised on them. My kids love them. I usually have it blaring in the kitchen on my record player while I cook. That's my favorite thing to do, is just jam out to blasts from the past. Current Favorite Netflix binge, Working Moms, for sure. That's like a nice little mental escape once the kids go to bed. I can just binge that straight. I also love, your history pieces. Outlander is always a good one that I like to just replay. But yeah, currently Working Moms right now is my nice little relaxation. My best deal, I would say, is not necessarily has anything to do with the profit that I've received. It's more so, I think like the most outcome that I've like personally got out of it. Still being as a newer agent, it was really important to me to, do things on my own and get the best, I guess, bang for your buck that I could for my clients. And for one instance, it was some buyers that I had where, in the heat of the market, they honestly probably submitted 10 offers. All of them got rejected. Finally, on the last one, I always tell my clients the right one will come, don't lose hope. And finally, on the 11th offer that we put in, we finally got it. They got it for a great deal. They even got some repairs done and a little bit of closing cost assistance, which right now is pretty big. So to me, that was the biggest win. The most I had a seller net was actually my most recent listing. They netted, this is after like paying out commissions and closing costs and a loan payoff on the house, was $147,000. So they profited $147,000 in their account. So, and that was after 5 years of ownership and doing very minimal to the house itself. So that was a really big one. The most unique feature in a home, I'm actually not from Virginia, so I'm raised in Florida, so the home types are completely different. Here you have a lot of more like antiques and historical vibes. I love the Victorian styles, and my favorites to look for in homes are like the antique original crystal doorknobs. I love those, and I get so sad when I see people replacing them or painting over them. But the coolest thing that I've probably seen, which probably doesn't seem very cool, but to me, I don't know, I just got a real kick out of it, was like old school pencil sharpeners that you would see like in kitchens. Obviously today that's like completely unheard of, but back then that was like a normal feature of a home is, a pencil sharpener. So I see it every now and then on homes built, especially in like the early 1900s. It's like right there where, your eventual phone would be. And I just think it's really cool that a lot of people still have them there today, just kind of like, a reminder of history and how things were back then.